Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today we are talking about Star Wars Battlefront 2. Before we get into that, I just want to state something. I had been doing the What's Next videos, and I was planning to do those like every update and there'd be loads of videos. Unfortunately, that has proved a little bit too difficult to record, upload, and manage. And also I was missing loads of news all the time stuff, and it was, yeah. So basically what I thought I'd do with new E3 games and new stuff that comes out, so it'd be a lot more manageable, I could probably do more games, would be start at the announcement, do one at the beginning, and then one at the end to accumulate what we already know about it. And then I'll obviously do the reveal or whatever if I'm getting that game or not. And I've done this with this, I've done episode 1 with Assassin's Creed sort of thing like that. What we knew at the beginning from the reveal. I've done that a lot with the Far Cry 5. I've done it with a couple other games, Last of Us 2, things like that. And I haven't done any other videos on. So basically when they come out, or when we get more information on them, that's majorly combining it all, then I can do a big video on it and talk about it all, as we know. So that would be a lot easier. So that's the case. This will be the Everything We Know video of Star Wars Battlefront 2. You haven't had the first video on this, but it doesn't matter because, you know, it's too late to act like we didn't know, because we do know. So without further ado, let's move on into the Star Wars Battlefront 2 details. Okay, so first off, talking about logistics and stuff, it is coming out November 11th, and pre-orders will grant early beta access. Beta will be on October 6th for everyone else, and 2 days early for the people who pre-order. I'll be playing that hopefully, and we'll be doing a couple of videos of that. It will be Galactic Assault on Naboo with troopers and heroes, and it will be Starfighter Assault, which will be like space battles, just like the old Battlefront 2. So hopefully I'll get a couple of videos on that done, and when it comes out it will be a lot of fun hopefully. Moving on to the main bit, campaign. That is the new thing with this game. No Battlefront in the history of Battlefronts has had a proper campaign, like story-driven campaign. Most of the old ones are just multiplayer-driven. A sort of multiplayer practice like Brink, which isn't bad, but it's not what you'd call an official story campaign. This one has a new campaign written by a bunch of guys that you can't remember. I should probably remember that. And they've created a character on the Empire, and she's called Iden Versio. She's the leader of an Inferno squad, which is like an elite squad of stormtroopers. The campaign basically tells the story of what the Empire did and how they reacted to the aftermath of the destruction of the second Death Star in episode 6. So it's between episode 6 and The Force Awakens. It's just a little story about how she tries to get revenge and stuff. They said it'll be a lot better because it's varied and it's on the evil side this time, not the good side and like the usual stuff that you usually get in games. So they thought they'd take a venture out with that and it would be a lot better, and the Empire is a lot more interesting quite a lot of the time than all the other people, but we don't venture into that enough. So that was their explanation for doing this, which I'm thinking is a good idea. Apparently Luke Skywalker and Kylo Ren will be playable characters in this campaign, and it will be officially canon, which means you can use this game to tell stories and actually use it as lore for the Star Wars thing. That'll only happen to you if you're a nerd like me, but you know, that's always good. Also, the final amazing thing about campaign is that it has co-op campaign, which is just the fucking best. If me and another friend can get this and put it together, I would definitely be doing co-op campaign. That would be fucking amazing. Co-op campaign is always the best in any game, even if it's like racing or something like that. Co-op is just, I don't know, there's something about co-op that just makes it great. So hopefully this will go off without a hitch. The campaign sounds really good so far. To be perfectly honest, it's not what most people are after. Just like COD, most people are after the multiplayer, so let's move on to that. The multiplayer will have all 3 movie eras, which means they'll have the Clone Wars, the Galactic Civil War, and the First Order. It'll incorporate a skill system for heroes and troopers to expand on each of these characters from each of the eras, and it'll make it a lot more in detail and more personalised than the older ones would be. Another point is that space battles are back, and it could be combined with the land, so you can go from land to space and back. But whether that is or isn't true is to be confirmed. There's a lot of hype around the whole Return of the Clone Wars thing, because it wasn't in the first Battlefront from EA. It was only Stormtroopers and Rebels. Now, obviously that's always good, but it will get a bit boring, so the fact that you've got all three eras, especially all three eras, or eras, however the fuck you want to pronounce it, that'll mean it's a lot more variable, and you'll have a lot more fun with it, and won't just get bored of the same characters all the time. Especially with all the heroes and all the extra people that are coming along. Another thing has been stated that all future additions to the game will be free, so that means free DLC, which means fucking awesome, which means I can get it, which means yay. So far what we've seen with this game, it seems like a very good success from what we've heard, as long as it lives up to what it's saying. The campaign seems like it's going to be good. Co-op campaign just makes it amazing, even if the campaign's shit. Fucking multiplayer is amazing. It sounds like the older ones, and that's the thing I want to say as well. The older ones came first. Don't forget that. People are always talking about Battlefront 2 as if it's the second Battlefront, and it's not. The thing is, EA got Battlefront from the original Battlefront. It wasn't like they just made this new thing. It happens to be called the same thing. They actually took the rights from the pandemic, I think it was, to make Battlefront 1, because Battlefront 3 was going to be made and then it got cancelled because of money issues or something shit like that. So basically, Battlefront 1 is actually Battlefront 3. Battlefront 2 is Battlefront 4 in the EA spectrum. They have to take from what brought the fame to the game. Battlefront 1 and 2 from Pandemic, they were the ones that brought the fame to Battlefront. If it wasn't for that, no one would have bought Star Wars Battlefront, well, not as many people, because we had been waiting 10 years for one. So, we were already waiting for a Battlefront, now someone's making it, we know what it is, we know what we want, we go it. EA seem to forget that, and they seem to not have the older Battlefronts in mind, which are the ones that people actually played for. So, the fact that they did the new one that's come out recently, Battlefront, and they haven't got clone troopers in it, and they haven't got vehicles in it, in land and stuff like that, that's a problem in the fact that they're not paying attention to what they could do to successfully have a good game. I'm not saying Battlefront's bad, because the new EA Battlefront is really good, and this Battlefront 2 sounds really good, but I really think they should pay attention to the older ones, and see what they can take from that, and improve on that, to get the best formula for a Battlefront game. That is the Inner Battlefront Nerd talking, and that is me finished, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was another update video of everything we know about Star Wars Battlefront. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Ah, my mouth. So yeah, for new videos, like I said, have a look, and there'll be 2 for each game, maybe 3, and we'll have a look in more detail at new games, and then I'll have more chance to make different videos. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and peace out.